Hello, everyone. Welcome back. More Hytale, more building. Uh, hmm, Clearly I crashed again, and just kind of went back to bed, or not back. Just called it a night because it was like 1:30. Anyways, castle, banquet hall. We're getting close to being done with the main keep. Really, closer than I've been in a while. Being like, yeah, about to pass where I was last year in terms of keeps progress specifically. Because, yeah, last year when I was rebuilding Hytale of Sunsword, like, I got some locations. I was just starting on, I was just starting to get work on with, the Silver Mountain stuff. I already had, a bunch of Castle Wall stuff. With, yeah. Yeah, Castle Wall stuff I already had going on. Okay, now we're at purchase there. I feel like I need something on the go. How could I have been so blind? Anyway, yeah, I had Castle Walls all the way for the city, plateau, and everything. I had some rooms done in the cellars. Had not started on the dungeons. And had completed this floor like I'm very close to doing right now, but had not really touched much else. I had the water intake system because we had like copper blocks and stuff I could just throw in there, so it wasn't too big of a hassle. But yeah, the keep itself, second floor, this floor upwards, I simply had not even started, really. Other than I had like other side. I had some sort of a like small gatehouse and front gate and everything, which, while neat, does not make for I did not want to get rid of the crystal. Yeah, gatehouse. Yeah, it was a little incomplete. I had murder hole stuff. I could have spaced it better. I can space it much better than I did then. If I get around to it, I might actually get to be able to do that today. We will see. For now, I want more crystal lighting. And also get something like this going. Okay, so that is this is entrance. I'm going to be reworking all this, but getting the walls going isn't gonna hurt anything. In fact, I could probably just go on and let's see here. I want to turn the... Okay. Yeah, I wanted to do that. I do still want to try going for wall carpets, but I might get to that one later. Oh, okay, so let's see. Yeah, I can actually afford to like mess with the walls and stuff a bit more than I could before. That also makes it, you know, having a wall thickness, it makes it easier to have this be aligned unto itself and nothing else, without worry of things just being weird. This, yeah, it doesn't exactly align with here, but that's okay. Alright, so... Okay, seems I did not preserve... Right, okay, so I had it like that going. Got it. I might have to also look into ways of getting natural light in, like from the sun. We'll see about that though. I might also want to move these chandeliers, if you want to call them that. But for the moment, we're gonna go ahead and just kind of do some copy. Hello? Ah, shit. Okay. Okay. I didn't actually measure this properly, did I? Okay. And that's playing it there. Okay, now it'll fit. There. What? Oh. I even grabbed that, didn't it? Oh well. Anyhow. Alright, so yeah, now I gotta focus on how I'm going to do. I really need to get ground level lights, and these, yeah, hanging lights here aren't really. I could lower them, but let's see. I can go for more of these. Not sure how much a difference it's gonna make. Okay, so But I kind of want to do like some sort of lamp post or something. Because like right now it's just a little bit too dark. And admittedly, it's not going to be easy to get natural lights in here in the first place. Because we got all this, and, you know, this is pretty deep into the castle. So let me consult my options here. Because I can go for... Let's see. Not a ton of great, yeah, I don't know. Oh, I could go for something like this. Maybe not yellow. Where are these small greens? Where are the small green crystals? Oh, well, they're there. Crystal seed bag, interesting. Alright, I'll go ahead and grab the beams I had. I might actually go for dark wood here. Right. Oh, I can't... Wait, what can I put this on? Hello? What does this go on? Is this even placeable? That one is. Why can't I place that? I guess it doesn't even go there anyway, but damn. I might very well have to go straight into modded lighting at this rate. Alright, tell you what, for the time being, I'm just gonna have to deal with of course they don't want to do that properly. You know what, the tables are more or less fine. Yeah, I need to look into actual custom blocks soon. Just on virtue of being able to have my own, like, you know, green crystal lamps or something. And, well, for a number of things, really. But, like, yeah. So if I unselect... Okay, so I feel like there's still spots where I could use a little bit extra light. I really think I want green for this room. Greens and yellows. Actually, let's go with yellow here. I mean, generally speaking, I want a lot of vibrant colors around this castle in general. We can mix that up just a little bit here. Yeah, if I alternate green-yellow, I think it'll actually come. Because, generally speaking, you do want warmer colors for a similar, you know, a place of merriment and dining. At the same time, I'm already using a lot of yellows for the defensive perimeter. It's kind of like, and even down here, you know, I'm using a lot of yellows too. It's like almost a cautionary color. Red is the color of the power that, you know, the very life essence of the castle. And then we have, you know, these lovely blues for, you know, more comfortable but not, you know, the more relaxing areas, of course. And so green is like, you know, a very... It's inviting, but in a different way that the warm colors are, and mixing it with the warm colors, I think, really helps nail home that inviting atmosphere of having, you know, it's almost like you're dining in a crystal cave, but you're surrounded by warmth and friendship and the whimsy of the natural world, rather than, you know, like, because green, I've seen plenty of examples of green being used for like eerie coloring and, you know, like, oh man, prime example like Harry Potter where Slytherin's got that green color, and you almost always have it in a very eerie kind of setting or unsettling, and which is understandable for that setting, and not just Harry Potter, but like a lot of different things use green in that way. So just, you know, having an understanding of what I'm trying to convey with the color choices, and especially with the mixing of colors. And here, you even still get like some of that red going up, and, you know, even in here. So it's not quite the... It's inviting, but not in the same way as these relaxing, almost night sky colored, you know, moonlit colored rooms where everyone goes to read, and, you know. So this is more of like, yeah, it's a bit more like almost a kind of fairy tale, perhaps. I don't know. Not finding fully all the words I want for expressing what I'm conveying. Also, I should have gone with some stone work in here. And I seem to remember, like, previous versions of Tale of Sunsword, I did actually kind of make, you know, these side halls. I can't recall too much how massive they felt in the original. They kind of, I've comparing them to, like, you know, on the second floor, they kind of just were like a space between the what I had as being very cobbled together barracks, for lack of anything more interesting. Which I'm not too sure even really worked out that well. I'm not sure though. Doing that there. I can try it. But, you know, in the previous, most recent version I did in Minecraft, I think I had these actually feeling kind of big, and part of that was like I had them spaced a little bit more widely. As opposed to, like, right now, they're not, you know, it's a passage for sure, but it's not anything super grandiose quite yet. And I think I'm actually fine with that. I'm fine with it being a little bit more, you know, it's a space between the, you know, the lodging and quarters that you'd already find. Well, yeah, it's space between the lodging and quarters, and having all these balconies and stuff that I absolutely didn't even get close to doing in the previous iteration. Like, it gives it more of that, like, I'm not sure how to explain it, but that kind of, you know, the kind of wonder you get when you see castle architecture, especially in a more fantastical video game setting, where it's like, oh, wow, there's all these arching paths and everything. I think I just like the feeling I've got on this iteration of the castle pretty much better than any previous version. But it isn't just, you know, that's not entirely something that Hytale is doing for me. Although, holy shit, the colored lighting is making a massive difference there. But I mean, I think a lot of it is actually kind of the colored lighting. But, like, I didn't have these connecting, you know, passages before. I mean, I was contemplating having some big stained glass window thing, and I still kind of want to try and do that somewhere. Hell, maybe I could put something like that over there. Or just throughout. But yeah, it was just I'm losing my words again. The feeling, and some of it may even just be down to the texture work, because of how we've actually managed to keep more of a, you know, there's a much greater, Jesus, getting hot, much greater, like, fantasy sense going on here. Minecraft kind of has a fantasy sense, but they've been actually actively eroding that in, you know, with each passing update. They've been making it, they've been smoothing all the edges, dumbing it down, turning it into a safely padded, you know, kiddie playroom or some nonsense like that. You know, it just feels too square. Like, yeah, Minecraft, like, I can build any castle I want. It's not gonna feel anything remotely like this. I don't feel a amazing emotional connection as much as I do here. I felt nice things with some of the things I did in Minecraft, but this is just a completely whole other league to its own. I mean, hot damn. I still don't know what I want to put here in this Northern, you know, and I might have, I don't know. Because, I mean, you know, the kitchens are going to be down here. You know, a lot of the amenities are going to be down there for serving. But anyway, I think it's time for me to go ahead and make the gate here. So that's going to be fun. And that means it's going to be gonna clear that out. So let's see. I'm gonna make a big gate. I also should probably go ahead and I'm going to replace the empty spots with grass. I will have to punch out the grass on the big, you know, spiral staircase going down, but that's not a problem. So I want soil, grass, and deselect. So yeah, now there's just soil, grass in here. Turn down my speed a little bit. The rate at which you can mash click to break stuff. It's just a little bit more than in Minecraft, but the satisfaction. Okay. So, here's the thing with the gatehouse here. I probably need to make it be a little bit... I don't... You know what? It doesn't even need to protrude, especially with how thick I made the walls be. So, I think, first and foremost... I want to grab all of this, and we're going to do... Any historians watching, you might have an idea of what I'm going for here. Alright. And I can even actually put a crystal lamp there too. Ooh, I did not copy the stone beneath. Alright, so this is showing again how the castle is in fact a military fortress, first and foremost. So, what am I doing here? These are arrow loops pointing into where the, you know, where you're going to enter from with the gate. And in fact, I could actually probably push these a little closer, but I think maybe I won't. Especially if I turn this, you know, section into an actual gatehouse.
Hmm.
I do need to contemplate what I want to actually do here, though. And also, I am going to have to, you know, pretty soon, I'm going to have to extend the plateau so that I can have more breathing room. I think it'd be like 50 blocks out, roughly speaking. I mean, yeah, 50 meters out on the axis directions is kind of what I'm going to go for with the plateau. And then I'm going to have to... I might have put them somewhere, but I'm going to have to look into the octagonal math I did for the plateau walls. So that's going to be fun. Especially because one little thing with the tools and stuff, like, yeah, it doesn't seem to support diagonals super well, but I think I'll have a better time of it than I did with Minecraft anyway, just because of how, like, finicky it is to try doing all this heavy lifting with structure blocks. Which again was kind of a main tool I was using for that. Oh, I'm doing the wrong operation. I'm still doing the wrong operation because that's air. I'll figure out what I even want to do with these pillars later. For now, I just want to have them. Okay. I probably actually won't have my Fulbright on for this at the moment. So it does look like the candle remnants are gone finally. Good. Oh yeah, and I probably should right. Because we don't actually have anything going on in here specifically. Okay, so... Oh, and... Well, we'll worry about that later. So I might have to drag the arrow loops around a bit. I might not. We'll see. Right now, I want to figure out what I'm doing with the gate. I also should probably put these crystals back in... Well, okay. Let's get this mounted on... That one's fine. It's here. Okay, and it's not covered. And also, you're... Uh-oh. Why are these all turning? Oh dear. Oh dear me. That's the price of not triple checking everything before I go and copy paste. Yep, I got floating crystals and everything. So I guess I'll be doing this for a few minutes. Sorry about that. I probably could have had these be like smaller. Yeah, these guys. Oh well. Okay, and then all good up here. But yep, just as I thought. Just because I think everything's all hunky-dory in one spot. And then it proves, you know... I've been through this before of, oh, I found the issue here, and then forgetting that it's a copy-paste issue that I put everywhere. Oh, wait, I go up. Remember, check before you duplicate. Or you'll be doing all this boring stuff instead of actually doing the fun building that you're here to record. Or, you know, yeah, right, I came through here, busting up a couple of the free floaters. Just because I found the free floaters, and then completely did not even see that half it. How do I get it alternating like this? I guess it, whatever. Okay, looks like I'm just devoid of free floaters in here. Yeah. I might have said something about wanting to clean that up later. Well, later became now. Oh, I'm not even getting the base floor, am I? Damn it. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Yeah, for being the tail end of winter, you would think it'd be a little bit cooler out, or even in. But no. Of course, it's really nice to have a machine that was, well, I can't blame my current computer for, being 8 years old. All right, okay, that's done. Can we do the gate, please? Right. I probably should go ahead and also hit this as well. Partially so that I, am, actively thinking on it and stuff. That is not the up arrow. That's the up arrow. Alright. So, gatehouse. Yeah, it probably would be in my best interest to move that forward just a little bit. Perhaps. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and move that all forward. Honestly, we're just gonna set all this into being... Alright, so if you make it into here, you're gonna be a bit more welcome. Probably? I'll get to that. So, I'll have to make a proper portcullis, and probably even a giant freaking door that can be barred. Speaking of, I do need the, yeah, these guys. So let's see. So the fun part with these things is, yeah, portcullis. It's not just a bunch of like metal bars that, you know, you block an entrance with. They are a weapon unto themselves, straight up, because of see, they're supposed to have metal spikes underneath, and if they fall on you, you're pretty much just cooked, really. I'm actually impressed that they were used that way in a Sonic comic, IDW, during the Metal Virus arc. You don't usually see the portcullis being used in that context, let alone in a non-medieval context at all. But hey, if you've got spiky metal slammy, down it goes, crash, boom, bam, your yeah, foe is dead. All right, so what to do here? I think it was a little preemptive for me to put these in place. Maybe. I don't know. I'll go ahead and just clear them out and then replace them later. Oh, that took the portcullis. Oh well. I think the primary thing should be, how big do I want the gate to be? Can you stop reshaping yourself? And I just okay. Okay. Right, so I need to get out my planks. Because there's no, like, door that's gonna be this big, and there's no gate that's gonna be this big. Your biggest gate is literally just a portal. Okay. Oak log. Not sure what makes dark wood, but I think I kind of want to try. Right, I can actually, it'll have to be a placeholder, but whatever. Should I make it be too thick? I can go ahead and also just copy that. It's gonna go out this way anyhow. Now the question is, so going by the books and everything, we're going to have arrow loops that shoot inwards. We're going to have an above section that you'd probably access from, this floor. You're going to have, this is going to be where the contraptions and murder hole are at. I'm thinking I probably should make this actually extend outwards before I try and make the door. And that way you can also have a, so I can have it be like, this would be, the gatehouse, and then this would be like pretending to be normal, and then you just, walk out and, oh hey. I imagine that's what a lot of, pardon. Well, a lot of castles did was they had their gatehouse, also serve as a, speaking balcony or something. So, I'll make this protrude a little bit. Let me see. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I can put a big ass pillar right here. Well, not super big, but put a pillar here. Hell, I could even, well, no, if I have that properly reinforced, it's not going to be able to actually serve as... You won't be able to actually get into an arrow loop here too comfortably. I mean, maybe, but not likely. Because you only got like another 3 meters of space before... Yeah, no, you're not going to be able to get into an arrow loop from there. That's fine. And then... yeah, if we have a pillar here... Yep. Okay. Okay. So, that would give us the actual gate. Now the question of... so we want to go ahead and raise all this up quite a bit. Be about this high. Alright, how tall do we want the door to be? Nothing too crazy. I don't even know if I'm going to be using the log or not. I might just not Awesome time to get a ping. From who? I love the shadow pings from whatever server decides to just like have a basic message do that without telling me. Okay, right, it's gonna be this might get awkward. Right. Yeah, okay. For now then, I'll just go with a basic bunch of planks that maybe have like, let's see, how's this? Okay, yeah, sure. That's, yeah. Okay, so... I don't need the gate to be super massive. Yeah, I'll go ahead and use... I do want to be able to gain entry until it turns into a proper gate that actually works. Glad I'm able to at least like try and do this much with it though. Have an opening. Right, and then so we've got all this. So it also means that I can do place the blocks like that. Probably. Okay. Maybe to have it be inward? Yeah, if it's a gate that can only open one direction, that makes it probably a little bit more defensive. Alright, in that case I can go with doing this on the outside. And I probably also can make the grass go like that. Still not even sure if I want it to poke out this much. Especially when it's just kind of a bunch of stuff you can't really protect. Yeah, I don't like that. Yeah, I think I'll just inset this. Because having you know that low of a presence me, yeah, just chop all this down. Yeah, and then we can go and grab this once again. Alright. Okay. And so there's not going to be any arrow loops there because, yeah, no. Not when they're also just right there. I mean, I could also just push this forward. Maybe. Actually, yeah, might as well. Just, Alright, I might even need the arrow loops on the upper floor necessarily. Right, you know what? Because it can all just be like... Yeah, this would be the murder hole level, actually. So all this, bye-bye. Okay. I'll go ahead and let's see, because it's gonna be. I might actually have to drop that down a little bit because it's gonna be like yeah. Drop this down because it's gonna be supporting some proper weight here. It might be even a little bit uncomfortable and cramped in here, but you know what? Defense is defense. Ooh. Right, and then the door opens. Oh, you know, that's right. The portcullis. Of course. Portcullis will crash down into here. So we just keep the geometry a little bit out of the way. We do need it to be spanning a little bit more than that, I think. Okay. So I got all this. Put a portcullis here. That's going to be what blocks the gate itself. I mean, probably might be better to put the whatever, it's how it works. Because, right, oh, what's up? Actually didn't check when I started my... Oh, whatever. Right, Right, so this will be, I guess, the murder hole room. And unfortunately, I think I will have to cut this episode pretty soon. Because I've completely lost track of flow of time and everything yet again. Right, that's gonna be... Yeah, not exactly a viable place for people to be just walking through here. Anyway. Well, getting somewhere. So, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later. Bye.